And we have adverbs of frequency. Can everybody repeat frequency?
Frequency.
Frequency is how often.
Frequency.
How often does it happen? Okay. So if it happens 100% of the time, what adverb can we use?
Always.
Always, right. So I always wake up at 6 o'clock. 100% of the time, always. All right. What if it's 90%? What can we say? Usually. Let's all practice that word. It's a little bit harder to say. Usually.
Usually.
It's almost like you.
Usually.
Usually. Yeah, it's hard to say. Usually. You guys are great. Okay. And 80% of the time, what can we say?
Normally.
Normally or
Nobody.
generally. Yes. So I normally swim after school. So not always, but maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe not Friday. So normally or generally, or maybe the next week you do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Same thing with the next word, 70%. What's this word?
Often.
Often. Ooh, very good. Who said that? Ryder, was that you?
Yeah.
Good, because you are exactly right. We don't say often. We usually just say often. Often, at least in America.
Often.
Now, in the UK, they may say often. But in America, we say often. Often. We don't say the t. Okay. And what's this word?
Frequently.
Frequently. Nice. Everybody repeat frequently. Frequently. Nice. Okay.
Frequently.
And but if it's about half of the time, maybe a little less. Sometimes. Maybe even a little less than half, I think, for sometimes. So I sometimes play tennis on the weekend. 30%. Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Good. Occasionally. Good. And 10%? Seldom. And even less often than seldom is 5%? Rarely. And 0%? Never. Okay, well, very good. Let's see. How often do you do homework?
Always.
So you always do homework, okay? How often do you stay late after school?
Rarely.
Rarely?
Seldom.
Okay, so can you use that in a sentence? I
rarely. Okay, you first.
Go ahead.
Later go to school.
Stay late.
I seldom late for school.
Okay, or I seldom am late for school. Okay, good. And Ryder, did you want to say it too?
I rarely later to school.
Okay, so I rarely go later to school. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Go later.
Go
Oh,
later
okay.
to school. Nice. Okay, very nice job. Read a story about Ethiopian food. Does anybody know where Ethiopia is? What continent is Ethiopia in? It's not in Asia.
I don't know.
No, not in Asia. It's not in North America or South America. It's in Africa. So
Africa.
Ethiopia is the country. And it is in Africa. And I believe in the past, and maybe it's better now, but I think when I was your age, there was a big famine in Ethiopia. A famine. You know what a famine is? A famine is when a country does not have enough food to feed everyone. Famine. Chinese.
Okay.
Word is, oh, okay. It's telling me. Translate. 饥荒.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
A long time ago, Ethiopia had this famine, but I think it's okay now. I think they have enough food now. Okay, but we have different types of food in different places around the world. Okay, we've seen that. You shared some of your favorite foods with me, and I talked about some foods with you. So this is a kind of bread, injera.
Injera.
Injera, yes.
Injera.
Good. Okay, let's see. Aiden, can you start reading, please?
Injera is a grain type of
Grass.
The test is fermented with butter before it is used to make the bread. After fermentation, the test is baked into round, thin shapes like crepes. The injera has a slight sour taste. This is extremely healthy and is full of nutrients. It is also gluten-free, which is great for people with gluten
Intolerance. Excellent reading, Aiden. Wow, that was awesome. Okay, so what is it a type of? Injera. Is it a type of meat, vegetable, fruit, grain, bread? What is it?
bread.
Right, it's a bread. But it is gluten-free. I think we talked about this before. Gluten-free is 不含麸质 gluten-free.
Oh.
What?
Gluten-free?
不含麸质.
不含麸质.
You understand, Justina?
Yeah,
So it does not have the gluten. And the gluten is what makes the bread stick together.
maybe I know.
And it's fermented. Ooh, fermentation. This is how we make wine. Fermentation, let's see. Look that up. Fermentation. 发酵.
Okay.
Fermented. Fermentation. Like soaked in, left in the water for a long time. It doesn't sound good, but maybe it's delicious. I don't know. I would try it. Okay, Justina, can you read here, please? Injera.
Injera is more than just healthy bread. However, it serves as a utensil for eating other foods. Since the ingredient is thin and soft, it is easy to rip apart and grab food with. People roll the ingredient all around the food into an involved bowl.
Good.
Water.
Edible.
Bowl.
Edible. Edible means you can eat it. You can eat it. Edible.
Edible because it is fast, delicious, and easy to make. Ingredient is add water.
Arguably.
Arguably, the most important food sample in
Ethiopian.
Ethiopia cooking.
Good. Very good. Okay. So this word is since. Since. We can answer because. Why? Since. Or because. Since. I'm going to see if I can find another picture. So they take the bread and they use it like instead of chopsticks, instead of a fork, they take the bread and get the food and then eat like a utensil with bread. Let's see, here is another picture. You can put some food on it and then you can eat it like a dip. Dip it in. So you take a piece of bread, dip it in the food, and eat it. Understand?
Okay.
Okay? You eat it.
Okay.
Ah, here she is making it. So it is. It's like a pancake or a crepe. You pour it onto the hot stone, and one side gets hot, and then I guess you probably have to flip it and make the other side. Here's an Ethiopian woman making injera. Injera. Wow. Okay. Berber. Let's see. Writer,
Berber.
can you read here?
Many Ethiopia.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Dishes is really heavily on Berber spice for flavor. Berber is a blend of spicy chilies and spices that range from bitter to sweet. The resulting blend is full of flavor and is often used to season meat. Dry Berber can be used in cooking as well as Berber that has been mixed with oil. This oil mixture forms a paste that can be used to marinate meat.
Good. Very good. A paste.
Okay.
A paste.
A paste.
So paste is kind of a solid and a liquid together. Makes a paste. Kind of sticky like a toothpaste. When you brush your teeth, we use toothpaste. Marinate meat. Do you understand marinate?
I don't know.
Okay, so marinate, so maybe like the brine chicken that you eat, the brine chicken is marinated. It's put into salt water for a long time before it's cooked. The meat is marinated. So maybe overnight you marinate it with spice. Yeah. And then when you cook it, it's really delicious. Okay?
Okay.
Bitter.
Bitter.
Bitter. Yeah. So if I don't put anything sweet, if I don't put any sugar or sweetener in my coffee, it's a little bitter. A little bitter.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Bitter. Okay. All right. Very nice reading. So what is injera? Peter, is it a bread made from Berber spice, a bread made from teff, a meat sauce, or a wooden spoon? This one, the injera, the first one we read. Very good. Yes, it is a bread made from teff. So it's made from some kind of plant. And it's healthy. It's good for you. All right. What does this text describe? Alan, can you read A, please?
This text describes the types of meat that Berber can best season.
Okay. So we read two different things. So we read about the injera, and then we read about the Burberry. So let's look at the next one. Aiden, can you read B?
This text describes food is Ethiopian food injera, a bread made from a grass called teff and Berber, a blend of spicy chilies and species.
So who thinks this could be the answer? What did we just read about? We have, these are our four choices, right? We have A, B, C, and D. So we want to choose the best answer. All right, well, let's read C. Justina, can you read C? Here, this text.
Who?
Yes, can you read C? This text describes.
This text describes the many kinds of utensils that Ethiopians use to play each day.
Okay. When they eat their food. I think we're missing a word here. Okay. Maybe it could be the answer, but it's not really, right? It talked about how they use the bread to dip, but it didn't talk about other utensils. Okay, and writer, can you read D?
Okay. This text describes the nutritious value of injera and why it needs to be fermented in water before it is used to make injera.
Okay, very good. So these are our four choices. Which one best describes what we read? A, B, C, or D? The overall main idea of what we read. Who thinks it's A? Does it only talk about the types of meat that Berber can best season? No, it's more than that, right? More than this. B, this text describes two Ethiopian foods. Okay, injera, a bread made from a grass called teff, and Berber, a blend of spicy chilies and spices. Who thinks maybe this is the answer? This is the answer. Okay, because the other answers just talk about a little bit, but overall, B is the best choice. This text describes 2 Ethiopian foods. We talked first about injera, and then we read about the Berber. Okay? You guys did a great job reading today. Very nice reading. All right, everybody gets another trophy. Good job today. Good job. Okay, so I will see you on Monday. Okay?